Hi Yogi and welcome to your practice. My name is Alan. This is Yin Yoga. So today, this Yin Yoga is when in the morning and you wanted to release all the tension from your lower body and you just need a good stretch to start your day. And this would be the theme for today's flow. So go ahead, let's start by lying on our backs. You'll be tuning into your entire body with the Shavasana, your corpse pose. And at this point, it's more of allowing yourself to come back and gather all the energy that you would be needing for your day. So go ahead, relax your shoulders, relax your hips, your calf muscles, your heels. Adjust your clothing accordingly. Relax your elbows, your wrists. Let your head lay gently on the mat. For the rest of the practice, your option is to have two yoga blocks, and we'll be using it as an option to go deep when it comes to your poses, some poses. Now begin to tune into your breath with this expanded pose of Shavasana. Try to notice your rib cage, your throat, your chest. Try to notice your upper back, your mid back. And if it felt like you have shallow breathing or there's a shortness of breath, then try to breathe in and out of your nose by letting your belly, your diaphragm, your chest to expand. And let your belly, your chest, your diaphragm to release. Now slowly bring your elbows to the sides of your shoulders and create a cactus with your arms, with your palms facing forward. If you followed the flows of my other videos of Yin Yoga, you've been seeing familiar poses altogether, and that's normal. And you will notice that the poses of Yin Yoga We'll be holding it for 2 to 5 minutes, allowing your body to really settle down. So go ahead, when you're ready, begin to pull your knees towards your chest. And try to notice if there's already that rounding of your back. And that's just fine at this point. Now go ahead, begin to pull your knees all the way to the right side and let the right knee fall on top of your mat. At this point, you might feel that stretch coming from the back of your shoulders all the way down to your left hip. And try to let both shoulder blades, the backs of your shoulders, to just stay on the ground. Now slowly come back to center, inhale. And on your exhale, begin to pull your knees towards the left side. So allow your left knee to collapse on your mat or on the ground, but keep pulling your right shoulder down on the mat. So again, this is to wake your fascia that's crisscrossing. So again, the fascia would include your soft tissues that is superficial. At the same time, your gross muscles, meaning your deep tissue muscles, stay here for a while. If you feel like you want this to do this on your bed, then do so. Just remove the pillows in the meantime so that you can be able to really stretch out with your body on your bed. Instead of a yoga block, you may replace it with your pillows to support, maybe at this point, your hips, your shoulders, your arms. On your next inhale, pull your knees back to center. And then slowly, we're gonna pull our knees apart with our heels together. We're gonna grab your outer blades of your feet. Interlock your fingers. And at this point, you may again slip a pillow or a yoga block under your hips if you need support. But at this point, it's your gravity. It's the gravity that allows you to pull your heels towards the groin area and really feeling that compression between your hips and your quads, the tops of your thighs. This would be your hip flexor stocking, and we'll be staying here for about 3 to 5 minutes. So you can really feel that expansion and at the same time contraction between your hips and your thighs. Again, if you need to lift your hips, prop it with a pillow or a block. You may adjust as you interlock your fingers with the soles of your feet together. And this is really good to start mobilizing your hips. You're waking already the muscles that surround your hips, your lower back, your thighs. Again, if it meant breathing in and out in between the poses, then do so. Try not to hold your breath as we hold on to a pose. Instead, let your breath be your guide as you withstand a pose in Yin Yoga. For those of you who are familiar with the happy baby pose, rather, this is the same one but with a different orientation wherein you're pulling your feet to the sides towards your shoulders to really expand and release the tension coming from the hips. Now this one, in this figure, in this pose, we are expanding your hips while we're contracting your thighs. Slowly on your next inhale, begin to remove the bind and pull your knees together slowly and gently. And then extending one leg at a time. Feet together and stay for a while. Slowly, we'll start with your right side. So pull your feet together all the way to the right edge of the mat. Begin to extend your arms all the way up and reach all the way to the top right part of the mat. So what we're doing is a banana shaped pose. It's like a half moon pose with your entire body. So instead of standing, we are on our backs. So you can feel the expansion coming from your waist down to your toes and up to your fingertips. can feel the contraction of your right side as well as the expansion of your left rib cage, your waist, and your outer thighs on your left side. Slowly on your next inhale, come back to center. This time we'll explore your left. On your next inhale, begin to pull your feet together towards the left side, bottom part of your mat, with your hands pointing and towards your left side of the upper part of your mat. And really feel that expansion of your right rib cage, the right side of your thighs, and then the contraction and the shortening of your left waist. Stay here for a while. Now slowly inhale, come back to center with your hands and your feet. Begin to roll onto one side and press yourself up as you come to your tabletop on all fours. From here, pulling your knees as wide as the mat, begin to pull your big toes together, sitting on your heels. On your next inhale, you're gonna move forward with your hands as you drop your elbows on the floor, followed by your forehead to your child's pose. And at this point, there's a sigh of relief and really feel the flows or the poses that we did a while ago. Releasing any tension around our hips, our knees and ankles. If this is too much, meaning to say you feel the pressure
on your forehead against your mat. Then slide a pillow or a bolster and place it under your chest or your forehead to create some cushion. Slowly inhale, look forward. Walk your hands towards the right side or with your belly on top of your knee. And then allow your elbows to rest on the ground and just let your head hang low. Slowly inhale, come back to center. Then we'll start walking our hands towards the left side with your belly on top of your left thigh. Begin to rest your elbows on the ground and then lower down your head. Slowly inhale, walk towards the center, and then let's go back to your child's pose. Dropping your shoulders, your elbows, and letting your belly just rest in between your thighs. Letting your forehead rest on the mat or maybe on a rolled towel or blanket. Slowly inhale. You're gonna pull yourself up to a tabletop. So stack your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. You may tuck your toes under with your feet as wide as your hips or maybe your shoulders. Or just allow your big toes to stay together. That's just fine. On your next inhale, you're gonna pull your hips to the right side and walk your hands towards the left side. So this feeling of expansion of the right ribs and the contraction and shortening of the left waist. Begin to drop your left elbow if you need to, maybe followed by your right elbow and your forehead. But stay here for a while. If this is too much with the soles of your feet, you may untuck the toes to really deepen the stretch. So it's like the same as what we did a while ago, but instead it's our hips that is pulling all the way to the right side instead of just our hands and our arms. Slowly inhale, look forward, begin to pull yourself up and walk your hips towards the center as well as your hands towards the mat. Now, begin to pull your hips towards the left side and then pull it back as you walk your hands towards the right side. And really feel not just your rib cage, but the area under your armpits. So stretching your arms all the way to your body. When you're ready, begin to drop your right elbow, followed by your left elbow, then your forehead, and stay. You may again roll a towel or a blanket or a pillow to place under your forehead if this is too much, or if you need some cushioning around your knees, slip it under your knees to support and create less tension against the knees and the mat. Slowly inhale, look forward. Begin to pull your hips to the center with your hands back to center. Next up, we're gonna walk your hands towards the knees, curl your toes under. And from here, you're gonna sit on your heels, walking your hands on top of your thighs. We're gonna stay here. And if you notice from lying down, we are preparing ourselves for the day. At this point, you may close your eyes and just focus on the benefit of pressing down on your heels against your hips and the expansion of the soles of your feet, the plantar part of your feet. If you feel any pain around the knees, around the toes, then go ahead, slip a towel or a blanket and place it under. Slowly walk your hands back down on the mat as we sweep our feet under, crossing your legs to your Sukhasana. Now extending your arms with your palms facing the ceiling or the sky. As we continue to breathe in and out, preparing you for the day, allowing your lower body to really connect on the ground. Take one big inhale and exhale to your mouth, placing your hands by your heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in today's flow. I hope to see you again next time.